Previously on Spenelli Speaks. I don't know if like my education and like interest level of certain things takes away from just enjoying reading.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin, and I know it's never gonna end, 'cause you've been a good friend.
Hi everyone, Dani here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about my April TBR. Now you may have already seen I put out a delivery room TBR, and these books are separate from those books. Those books were more for just the delivery room, really kind of fluffy books to get me through contractions. But these books are really the books that I intend to finish in April, if that makes any sense. And believe me, it's a small list because April, I have a feeling, is going to be a very life-changing month. Let's just say that. So I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, but I also know that I would like to continue to read because, I mean, let's be real, I love to read. So if you are new here, I hope you hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. If you have come back, welcome. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. So let's get into these books. Now, like I said, it is a short list and I'm not putting too much pressure on myself, and I'm really going to make myself read these darn books that I've had on my TBR since like last summer. So in the month of April, it is my intention to finish Eye of the World. I am still at the halfway point, so my intention sometime in April is to finish Eye of the World, as well as finishing Kristen Lavenstatter. I know you all are probably like, oh my gosh, Dani, will you stop talking about these books? Believe you me, I want to stop talking about these books because I want to finish them. So I have, again, about the halfway point in Kristen Lavenstatter. I want to finish that. So that is on my April TBR. And then last but not least, The Other Boleyn Girl. So with that being said, I also have Hilary Mantel's Mirror and the Light on my TBR for April. It might not even be April. I think it's April and May. I'll have to recheck the Wolf Hall read-along that Emily at Novel Novels is doing. So it'll be interesting to be like reading this at the same time, because in March I finished Bring Up the Bodies. So now Mirror and the Light is the next one, which I have already read last year for the Booktube prize, but I'm going to reread it for the sake of the read-along. I am listening to it on audio, so yeah, it'll be interesting to have those two fictional books being read about the same kind of thing. But I'm going to finish it, I swear. So those are the three books that I like really want to finish because I want to stop talking about them. I want to get them off my TBR. I do not intend on DNFing them. They just have been taking a really long time to get through. So those are definitely on my April TBR, as well as, like I said, Mirror and the Light, which I am reading for that read along. And then for DoubleBookedCo, we have This Tender Land by William Kent Kruger. That is the book pick for April. So I'll be reading this. Luckily, I do have access to this on audiobook in case I do need to read it in that way, but I do have the physical copy as well. So I'll be reading that for DoubleBookedCo's book club. So if you're interested in reading along with us, there is still time. There's always time. You can join our book club at any time. You can do as little or as much as you want, which includes we have productivity sprints, we have live discussions, we have a Voxer group, but you can do as little or as much as you want. You can even just read in the background and just say hey, or not. So if you're interested, definitely let us know, and we can add you to that or show you where you can go. So that is the other book that I'll be reading. And then just one last one that I added to the pile because, as you know, I am trying to finish my 22 books to read in 2022. I did pick one off of that list so that I was still keeping up with that, and that is Mitch Albom's The First Phone Call from Heaven. As you know, Mitch Albom is one of my favorite authors, so I always try to read one of his books per year until I'm kind of through his books. So I figured that this would be a nice, easy read. His reads are always really easy. I get them done in a few days. So I thought that this would be a nice one to read in April. So that's it. Those are only, let's see here. I have 5 plus Hilary Mantel's book. So I have 6 books that I intend to read in April. So not a bad stack. Not a bad stack, but we'll see. I am gonna put more. I'm gonna go for these ones first because I want to get these done. And obviously, this Tenderland I have to read, but I do have that in audio, so I feel like it's a little bit easier to read that if I'm getting behind on physical reading. But that's it. What are you reading in April? Are you excited for April? Is springtime happening and you're starting to get outside more so your reading is going down? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, I hope you are reading something great. Obviously taking care and staying safe. And as always, you all know how it goes. Happy reading. Bye.